Riffing with Jeza. No, riffing with Jeza. Hi folks, welcome to the Riffing with Jeza podcast. Just chilling in Thailand at the moment. I've come here for a few days. Really cute little island. It's about 6:30 in the morning, still pretty warm. Just stunning. I can see why a lot of Aussies come here. It's really nice people. Pretty hot. Not a lot of English. It's quite amazing. I thought it'd be more English. It's still pretty nice. I do love it actually, I've got to say. Don't know if I'd live here or not in Thailand. We'll see. I'm just looking at different places to live. So I talked the other day about beliefs. And what I was saying is that just interesting how, and I've started this video a couple of times because I had some technical issues. But I was saying that beliefs is an interesting thing I've noticed over the last couple of years. It's something interesting where I've noticed that people really identify with their beliefs. Like it's almost like part of their identity. And I just noticed that you'll often have groups of people, you know, like people, one sort of person believe this, another person believe that. Like I really noticed that during COVIDs, like where you'd have sort of different camps and there'd be a fair bit of groupthink within that camp. But people within those camps never really questioned their projection of reality, which I just found interesting because I kind of think that the most important thing in life is to keep expanding. And beliefs are just a reflection of your conditioning anyway. So it's just your experience. And I mean, yes, you'll have your insights from your spirit, but it's largely just your experience. Like, if your beliefs aren't expanding, then my thoughts is, what's the point? You know, like my thoughts is that you always want to be updating your beliefs. Anyway, so this is just something I've noticed the last couple of years, that people are very attached to their beliefs. And there's lots of situations where people don't know what they don't know, but they're convinced of they have the truth. And there can be a certain amount of significance attached to believing a certain thing. So this is just something I've noticed the last couple of years. And it's quite intriguing. And it is quite intriguing how, as I say, like, people will have assumptions built into what they're saying and still believe they have the truth. Look at that, beautiful. And so yeah, so it's interesting. But that said, I've kind of thought to myself last couple of years, I've noticed, like, to what extent do I need other people to believe what I believe? You know, like, to what extent do I have to get agreement? Because like a lot of that is just approval. And it's just interesting how as humans, we want other humans to agree with us, because then we're kind of part of, their clan. Like, isn't that interesting, isn't it? Like, we feel like we need to get other people to agree with us because there's some sort of sense of belonging. If you agree with me, then I feel okay about myself. It's just an interesting concept, isn't it? And as I said, I've noticed myself with this as well. Like, I'll be talking to someone and I can tell that I want to get some agreements, even if it's just a small amount. It's just a funny kind of bonding thing, isn't it? You need to have the same sort of beliefs. Anyway, so what is the point of my story? The point of my story, I've been thinking lately, is that, like, do I really need to, like, if you don't agree with people, does it really matter? And do I even need to tell them I disagree? Or do I even need to, like, state what my position is? It's just a funny thing. And I actually thought to myself, I actually think the more you let go of your beliefs, the more free you'll be. And the more you don't care what anyone else thinks about your beliefs, the more free you'll be. So anyway, that's an interesting concept, isn't it? Let me give you a bit more of a view. Beautiful, eh? And so I wanted to sort of finish off with saying, because I always think that unless I bring something practical, there's no kind of point in even speaking. So to bring it back to you, what I'd say is, what's something I believe in my life that creates problems or creates tension? Or what's something in my life where I need to know I feel a certain way? I need people to know that, or I need to express a certain thing. You know? Anytime where there's this thing I need to show what I feel, or I need to show what I think. Why? And so this is just something to ponder. Like, where do I need to feel like I'm right? Where do I need to feel like I need to show my opinion? Oops. You know? And is that really true? And do I really know for sure what I think is true? That's another thing. So this thing that divides me, divides people, do I really need to express that opinion? That's another thing I've been thinking about as well. And would I be a lot more free if I just didn't need to give any opinion? I'm not saying one shouldn't give an opinion, but if I don't really feel like I need to give an opinion, particularly if it's not asked for, I wonder if I'd feel a bit more free. And I wonder if I'd feel a bit more free if I had the position of maybe what I think is possibly completely wrong, or maybe what I think is just an expansion of a different version that I used to think. So maybe, I don't know, there's something about staying in the unknowing. This is what I think today, but maybe tomorrow could be different. And the last couple of years, whenever I expand my reality, I actually feel better. Like, whenever I expand my sense of things, I actually feel better, because like, there's something heavy about being attached to what you think. You know what I mean? Quite interesting. Anyway, so that's kind of it for today. So the question would be, where in my life do I feel like I've got beliefs that create some sort of negativity or antagonism or heaviness, or where I feel like I need to say something. It's funny, I'm coming up to this stray dog, and stray dogs are something that pisses me off. Like, I would get rid of these bastards. But anyway, that's just me. I started this video before and this dog started barking at me. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of funny how I have a little attitude about stray dogs, and so they come over and hassle me. So that's another thing. So I believe they shouldn't be there, because I believe that someone should just get rid of them. And so these dogs come over and hassle me, almost like they can pick up my attitude. Anyway, I'm gonna trying to put it over the ocean. And just give you a little look at the ocean for a bit. There we go. Yeah, so I've kind of said what I wanted to say, but what do I believe today that I can let go of? And what do I think and know to be true, but that I can question? And would I feel better if I didn't have that belief? Hi. Quite stunning here. Only a couple of people out today. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me.
Riffing with Jeza. No, riffing with Jeza.